Today we are going to discuss about Suzuki Method. What do you know about Suzuki? Motor. So, Suzuki Method, please everybody read. Suzuki Method is a style of teaching music originally for the violin. It states the idea that every child is capable of learning music and that early exposure to music can leave a profound impact on child development. Suzuki Method, it is a teaching style in music in which it is created by Shinichi Suzuki from Japan. So this Suzuki method is also known as mother tongue approach. It is also known as mother tongue approach because it follows the same procedure by which children learn to speak with their native language through exposure, through imitation, through encouragement. So it compares to a mother tongue approach because this Suzuki method of teaching in which the teacher, this style of teaching is like hands-on guy in which the teacher are going to syempre in teaching music you need to assess your student because they don't know how to play music. So it is not also easy to play like violin. This Suzuki method is also applicable for the violin and also into the other instruments such as harp, guitar. Into the research, Suzuki method is a very effective method in teaching music. This Suzuki method is teaching music originally for violin and also to the other string instrument. So, who created the Suzuki method? Suzuki method, that is why it is called Suzuki method, because it is created by Shinichi Suzuki from Japan. He created his self-titled method of violin teaching after learning how to play the musical instrument as an adult beginner. He was a son of the largest violin manufacturer in Japan, and he worked there setting sound posts. So he is expert in musical instrument in setting or set up sa musical instrument. This Suzuki method is like somewhat related siya sa theory ni Live by Godspeed, the socio-cultural development in which the students can learn through learning with others. Now we are going to proceed the principles of Suzuki method. So,
good morning, everyone.
good morning!
Now let's proceed to the principles of Suzuki Method. The first principle of Suzuki Method is mother tongue approach. Can you read everyone the definition of mother tongue approach?
Suzuki thought students would learn music more efficiently by going about it in the same way they are taught their native language, through parents' repetition and socializing.
Kapag, when we say mother tongue approach, how or what do you think the definition of this one? The mother tongue approach or
Vernacular, the use of their own mother tongue in learning music, something.
yes, the first language they first learn. Mother tongue approach emphasizes using a person's native language as a medium of instruction and education. So the mother tongue, if for example, the parents of the children is knowledgeable enough sila sa pag-play ng violin, of course, their children will ask them on how to play that kind of instrument. Of course, they are also answer their children the use of mother tongue, because mother tongue language or mother tongue approach is their first language na na-learn nila. It also recognizes the importance of teaching and learning the language spoken at home, as it can enhance comprehension and overall outcomes. This mother tongue approach also taught to support cognitive and development cultural identity of the children. Now let's proceed to parent involvement. Can you read row 1?
As
Row 1.
when
Everybody.
As when a child learns to talk, parents are involved in the musical learning of their child. They attend lessons with the child and serve as home teachers during week.
Parent involvement refers to the active participation of parents in their children's education and overall well-being. Parent involvement, if their children is knowledgeable, may talent about sa violin, of course, the parent will involve about their talent. It includes activities such as attending parent-teacher conferences, volunteering in schools, helping with homework, and engaging in discussion about the music. Research also suggested that strong parent involvement can impact positivity about their child's or academic success of their children, social development, and motivation to learn. Next we have early beginning. Can you read everyone?
The early years are crucial for developing mental process and muscle
In general terms, it will also refer to starting something at an early stage or age of a children, such as early beginning or early beginning of a project, skill development of a child, if you have specific context in mind. Feel free to provide. Yes, early beginnings, di ba? If the children or the child, for example, marunong na silang mag-play ng violin. They are also the parent involved in this kind of early beginning of the children. That's all. Any questions? Next.
Good morning, everyone.
Good morning!
Let's talk about the listening approach. Please read everyone.
Children learn words after hearing them spoken hundreds of times by others. Listening to music every day is important, especially listening to pieces in a Suzuki repertoire. The child knows that immediately.
The Suzuki Method highlights the importance of daily listening to music, especially in listening to different kinds of music, since it helps childs familiarize the melodies and structure of music, similar to how child learn their language through words by hearing them repeatedly. Next. Please read everyone.
Constant repetition.
Again, please read everyone.
Constant repetition is essential in learning to play an instrument. Children do not learn a word or piece of music and then discard it.
As part of the mother tongue approach or the Suzuki method, repetition is very important in this style of teaching music because it reinforces the muscle memory of child and also their comprehension and fluency. By hearing music repeatedly, child can develop a strong foundation and mastery in learning a different instrument. And that's all. Do you have any question?
Good morning, everyone. Good morning. Okay, now let's proceed to encouragement. Everybody, please read.
The child's efforts to learn an instrument should be met with sincere praise and encouragement. Children are also encouraged to support each other's efforts, fostering an attitude of generosity and cooperation.
Okay, so di ba pag ang bata, pag pinupuri natin, mas ganahan sila. Kita ka na nga dagko na bigtig na very good. Ganahan ka. Samot na ang bata. Mas ma-overwhelm sila, mas ganahan sila mo play. And also, through encouragement, sa ilang mga classmates also, sa ilang mga kauban, it fosters social and emotional qualities. So, na-foster din ito ang pakikipagkapwa sa kanilang kasama. Okay, next, everybody please read.
Learning with other children. In addition to private lessons, children participate in regular group lessons and performance at which they learn from others are motivated by each other.
Okay, so learning with others or collaborative learning. So dito, nagaganahan din yung mga bata na matuto kasama yung mga kasama nila, yung mga classmates, like ganyan, di ba? Kasi mas matututo sila kapag may kasama sila, di ba?
Yes.
O mas unlike pag may kasama. Okay, everybody please read.
Graded repertoire. Children do not practice exercises to learn to talk, but use language for its natural purpose and for communication and self-expression. Pieces in the Suzuki repertoire are designed to present technical problems to be learned in the context of the music rather than through dry technical exercises.
Okay, next, everybody please read.
Delayed reading. Children learn to read after ability to talk has been well established. In the same way, children should develop basic technical competence on their instrument before being taught to read music. So delayed reading. Children learn to read after the ability to talk has been well established. So after the students learn to play an instrument, they learn how to read some of those mga notes gani. Diba? They learn how to read and play together with the violin. So with the Suzuki method.
A pleasant morning to each and everyone. So today, we're going to talk about what instruments are taught through the Suzuki approach. So the Suzuki method is primarily focused on teaching violin, but it's also adapted to teach other instruments like piano, guitar, cello, flute, and more. The core principle of this approach is such as starting at the young age, using the oral and memorization techniques, and parents' involvement in the learning process can be applied to the various musical instruments. So again, the Suzuki method has been adapted to a variety of instruments beyond violin. First, we have guitar. So the guitar is, the Suzuki method in the guitar instruction is that it is designed to develop a strong foundation by playing classical guitar. So a student can play simple melodies and gradually progress to move on to more complex. The second one is harp. The harp instruction in the Suzuki method emphasizes the melody philosophical musical instruction through listening, repetition, and positive reinforcement. Next, we have piano. So, piano the piano Suzuki method follow as many principles as a violin. That's learning by ears or play by ears and repetition. So the student can start with simple music and gradually progress towards its complex. That's what we call this in spiral progression. So what is the difference between piano and organ? So piano and organ are both keyboard instrument and we have distinct characteristic just like as human, diba? We're all human but we have distinct characteristic. When we say organ, it is sounds produced by forcing air through pipe or electrically generated, while the piano, it is sounds produced by hammers, striking string when the key are pressed. Next, we have cello. So the cello instruction in the Suzuki method is just like somewhat similar to violin but adapted to its unique characteristics. And cello, the student can learn by play by ears, repetition, and also the involvement of the parent. And next we have flute. So the flute, it is the Suzuki instruction flute includes learning by ears, memorization, just like what other instrument. So in addition, the Suzuki method adapted to teach variety of instruments such as mga viola, trumpet, and many more, but the core principle of the Suzuki method is remain consistent to specific techniques and materials that they may vary depending on the classical instrument. So to conclude, the Suzuki Method is an educational approach for learning music, especially the instrument of violin and piano and more. So it is emphasized the music education at early stage, at starting at the 3 to 4 years old, and involves through repetition, imitation, and positive reinforcement. Just like it aims to cultivate musical ability, and it is similar somewhat, similar in way on how a child learn their mother tongue through immersion, encouragement, and consistent practice. That's all I think.